Every human being carries insecurities, fears of not being enough, doubts about worth, questions about ability. For a woman, these inner vulnerabilities are deeply personal. To expose them too quickly or without discernment is to hand over the most fragile parts of yourself to someone who may not be prepared to hold them with care. After all, not every man has the maturity to carry your fears with respect. To reveal insecurities without awareness is to risk being misunderstood, judged, or even manipulated. When a woman hides her insecurities, it is not about deception. It is about wisdom. The mind must first learn to observe these fears without being consumed by them. To share them openly, before processing them within, can weaken one's position in a relationship. A strong woman does not deny her insecurities. She studies them, understands them, and transforms them. Only then can she decide if, when, and to whom she will reveal them. Consider insecurities like cracks in stone. When hidden, they are opportunities for repair and reinforcement. When exposed without care, they become weak points that others may strike. A disciplined woman learns not to display every fracture of her soul to the outside world. Instead, she works silently to strengthen herself so that when she stands before others, she carries dignity, not fragility. It is also important to recognize that insecurities are not permanent. They are conditions of the mind, shaped by experience and perception. By hiding them until they are understood, a woman prevents temporary doubts from defining her identity in the eyes of others. What she keeps private today may no longer exist tomorrow once she has outgrown it. Revealing insecurities too soon fixes them in place, but guarding them allows them to dissolve naturally. Finally, protecting insecurities is an act of self-respect. It sets a boundary. Not everyone earns the right to see your unhealed places. If a man proves his loyalty, compassion, and stability, then sharing becomes a bond, not a risk. Until that trust is established, silence is strength. A woman's insecurities, when hidden wisely, become her training ground for resilience, not a weapon in another's hand. Every person carries within them a vision of the future. For a woman, this vision often includes her ambitions, her growth, and the direction she wishes her life to move. But not every detail of this strategy should be spoken openly. To reveal the full plan too soon is to give away power. Just as a general does not announce every step of a campaign before battle, a woman must protect her long-term vision until the right moment to act. When you speak of your goals too freely, you risk not only misunderstanding, but also resistance. Some may doubt you, others may discourage you, and a few may even try to use your ambitions for their own gain. By keeping your deeper strategy hidden, you avoid unnecessary interference. Silence in this case is not secrecy, it is protection. Your path becomes stronger when it is built quietly, without constant outside influence. A long-term strategy is not only about career or wealth. It can also be about personal growth, health, relationships, or spiritual development. These are areas that require focus and clarity. If they are constantly exposed to outside opinions, they can lose direction. Guarding your plans allows you to move with steady discipline, adjusting as needed, without being pulled off course by the noise of others. Think of your long-term vision as a seed. If you plant it in the soil and immediately uncover it for everyone to see, it will never take root. But if you cover it, water it, and let it grow in silence, it will become strong enough to withstand storms. In the same way, your plans need the darkness of privacy before they can grow into the light of reality. Keeping your strategy hidden does not mean you must be distant or cold. It means you understand timing. There is a right moment to reveal a goal. When the foundation is strong, when trust is proven, and when the plan is already moving. Until then, silence is strength and restraint is wisdom. By holding your long-term strategy within, you preserve your independence and ensure that the life you build is truly your own. Money is more than numbers in a bank account. It represents freedom, security, and choice. For a woman, financial independence is the ability to stand firmly without leaning completely on anyone else. When she reveals too much about her earnings, her savings, or her investments, she risks losing the balance of control in a relationship. Independence is strongest when it is guarded. What you keep private in this area is not secrecy. It is self-preservation. Financial strength allows a woman to make decisions with clarity. If her entire wealth is exposed, she may invite expectations, obligations, or even misuse of her resources. But when she keeps her finances discreet, she protects herself from unnecessary pressure. The less others know about what she holds, the harder it is for them to shape her life according to their interests. Privacy here is not a wall, it is a shield. That a disciplined woman understands that financial independence is not only about wealth, it is about the confidence that comes from knowing she can provide for herself. Even a modest income, managed wisely and kept private, builds inner strength. This strength allows her to enter relationships not out of need, but out of choice. To depend completely on another for survival is to risk imbalance. To stand on her own feet is to ensure dignity remains intact. Guarding financial independence also creates room for fairness. When money is revealed without restraint, it can distort dynamics between partners. Expectations of what she should provide or how she must contribute may arise. But when she maintains silence, she decides when and how to share, not under pressure, but from her own will. In this way, she protects not only her finances, but also the respect within the relationship. Finally, financial independence is a form of discipline that extends beyond money itself. It teaches patience, restraint, and responsibility. By keeping the details of her wealth, savings, or future plans to herself, a woman ensures that her freedom is never compromised. What she owns is not just material, it is a reflection of her self-reliance. And self-reliance, once guarded, becomes the foundation of unshakable strength. Emotions are powerful forces within a human being. They can inspire creativity, deepen connection, and give life its meaning. But emotions, when revealed without restraint, can also be misused or misunderstood. For a woman, her deepest feelings, her fears, her sadness, her joy, her tenderness, are sacred. To expose all of them openly to a man is to place the most delicate parts of her being in someone else's hands. Not every person is capable of carrying them with respect. Sacred emotions are like fire. In balance, they provide warmth, light, and energy. Out of balance, they can burn and destroy. A disciplined woman understands that she must first learn to hold her emotions within herself before she shares them with others. By guarding her emotional world, she avoids the danger of being judged for her vulnerability or manipulated for her openness. What is sacred must be revealed only to those who have earned trust. This discipline does not mean suppressing emotions. Suppression creates heaviness, while awareness creates strength. It means observing emotions, allowing them to flow, but not allowing them to be exposed to anyone at any moment. Anger, Love, sorrow, and joy all have their place, but they must be guided with wisdom. By keeping the sacred parts of her emotions within, a woman maintains her balance, even in moments of conflict or pressure. There is also a mystery in emotions that are not fully shown. When every feeling is displayed, they lose their depth and value. But when emotions are carried with restraint, they gain dignity and strength. A smile, a silence, or a calm response often carries more power than an outburst. To protect her sacred emotions is to maintain control over her inner world, instead of surrendering it to the unpredictability of others. Finally, emotions reveal the soul more clearly than words. To hand them over carelessly is to give someone access to your essence. By guarding her sacred emotions, a woman ensures that her inner being is not exposed to those who may not honor it. When the time and the person are right, emotions can be shared as a gift. Until then, they remain a treasure within, safe and untouched. True strength is often invisible. It is the ability to endure, to recover, and to remain calm when others would collapse. For a woman, inner strength is her deepest reserve of resilience. It is not something that must be displayed for recognition, nor something that needs to be proven constantly. To reveal the full measure of this strength to a man is to risk it being taken for granted. When others know you can endure anything, they may expect you to carry more than is fair. Inner strength must be guarded because it is a source of power. When you keep it partially hidden, you remain unpredictable. Others cannot easily measure how far you can go or how much you can withstand. This creates balance in relationships. If you reveal all of your strength openly, you may invite others to test its limits, assuming you will never break. But when it is kept private, you choose when and how to reveal it on your own terms. There is also wisdom in appearing softer than you truly are. Softness allows connection, while hidden strength ensures survival. If a woman shows only her strength, she may be met with resistance or even challenge. But if she carries it quietly within, she can face any storm without announcing her power. Strength that is silent often proves to be stronger than strength that is displayed. Guarding inner strength also protects emotional balance. When people know how much you can handle, they may lean on you endlessly without considering your limits. Over time, this can drain energy and create imbalance. By keeping some of her strength private, a woman sets boundaries. She allows others to carry their responsibility, while she keeps her deeper reserves untouched for when they are truly needed. Finally, hidden strength becomes a form of mastery. It is not about deceiving others. It is about discipline. A strong woman does not need constant recognition or validation. She knows her capacity, and that knowledge is enough. By holding her strength within, she preserves her dignity, her energy, and her independence. What is unseen remains untouchable, and what is untouchable remains unbreakable.